Hey guys, Tiger-7 here, bringing you guys a brand new Nexo tutorial video today. Welcome to episode 4, and on today's episode we're going to be learning how to bring in our first 3D custom item. And for the item we're bringing in today is going to be a katana slash sword. Um, Thanks to my amazing lead designer, he has made me the PNG and the JSON file. And pretty much what I'm going to be doing today is showing you guys how to bring that into the game and pretty much see it to life. Obviously, before we get started, make sure you guys have your PNG, your JSON. There will be a copy of this katana for you guys to download in the description below. Um, but it's not waste any time. Oh, actually, one more thing. I am on 1.21.4 too, by the way. So the test up on that. But besides that, let's get into it. We want to go into Nexo. We're going to go to items, Nexo default, and then we want to create a very first YML for this item. So obviously, add a new text document. The item's going to be called katana underscore sword. Make sure it's in lowercase. .yml. Yes, please. All right, and we're going to open this up. Visual Studios. Bring it over here for you guys to see. So pretty much what we want to do is 1 second. So I'm just grabbing my backup so I know what I'm running. So pretty much we want to give this sword its item ID. So it's going to be katana underscore sword. And then we want to do item name katana sword. And after that, we want to give it some material. Boom. And for me, I'm just going to put this underneath sword. So I'm going to need a netherite sword. Um, you don't have to. I think you can like use paper or any type of material you want to use. But like you can add in component attributes to your sword. So you can give it durability, you can give it damage, all that kind of stuff. It's all on the wiki. Um, So you guys just go to items, depending on the version you're on. So for me, 1.21.4. And if you scroll down, so if you want to add in like durability, you use components, durability. If you want to add in attributes, so like sword damage, all that kind of stuff, you want to go down to attribute modifiers. And there's a link here that shows you all your attributes you can use add into the game. So for me, material is going to be netherite sword. Oh, sorry. Underscore sword. Cool. And then after that, we want to do pack, capital P. Then underneath that, we're going to go generate underscore model. Generate underscore model underscore data. Oh, sorry, not data. Generate underscore model. And then we're going to do false. Now, when you bring in 3D models into the game, for the code, you don't need to set it to true for generate model because you have a JSON file and that's going to generate itself in the game. But if you're just using like textures like PNGs and all that, you would need to use generate underscore model true. So it can generate that item into the game as a model. But when you have a JSON, you just go for false. So after that, we're going to do model, and we'll come back to this because we're going to have to create the file paths for our model and all that. And then one more thing under this, we do custom underscore model underscore data. And I'm going to go for the 7,000 range just for this episode today. So this is all you really got to do to bring the item into the game. Code wise, obviously, after you do this, you can like obviously do your components, attributes, all the other stuff underneath. So to bring this into the game, what we're going to do, oh, that's not what I want to do. We want to go to Nexo, pack, assets, Minecraft, and then models. So you want to create a folder, and it needs to be called item, not items, not sword, just item. The reason behind this is because I think with 1.2, 1.4, the pathways have changed a bit. I could be absolutely wrong, but when I did it this way, it worked. I had no issues, stuff like that. So item, go in there, and then we want to add in our JSON file. So pretty much drag it in, oh, drag it in. And there we go. We'll come back to this very shortly because we're going to have to change a couple lines of code to make sure it works. So after we do that, we need to go to textures, exact same thing. We need to add an item, and then we just need to add in the texture. So, into my katana texture. Thanks to my lead designer who done a good job making it. Then we go back to our models, item, and now we want to modify the katana. So when you guys are like exporting it out of like Blockbench or any type, or mainly Blockbench is where you'll be making this, it will give you these lines of codes here. And so you might get numbers like 1, 2, or 3, and then blah, 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 however it's written. And sometimes you'll get particles, and there's one more other line you might get underneath it. Well, with all 3 of them, or 2 or 1, depends on how many you get underneath the texture, um, you need to change these lines of code to be exactly the same across all 3, 2, or 1. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving it its file path. So pretty much just got to type in item/katana, or if you're making like a different type of sword and it's like crimson_sword, then you would go crimson_sword. Pretty much the way to know what name you need to add in is you just look up here what your JSON name is, and then pretty much like put in there. So item/katana, and then in here we do item/katana. Save this, and it's all done. And pretty much when you've done this, just copy this, go back to your katana sword, space, add that in, save this, and now this is all you have to do now to bring the item into the game. So if we go back to our Minecraft and do Nexo reload all, give it a couple seconds to generate. So now if we go Nexo inventory, you see there are katana swords in here. We now have a katana. Woohoo! Hell yeah! Let's go. Very crucial. When you're doing your YML, please double check your spacing and placing everything. Because, for example, if I did this, you think that would work, right? But actually, if I go back and reload it in game, never mind. It seems to have corrected itself. Okay. Sometimes if you do not space these correctly, sometimes the texture won't load at all. But yeah. But anyway, that is as simple as it gets to add in an item. Very easy to add in your attributes and stuff. What we could do is I can add what we're going to do, we're going to add in like a durability for it. So let's go here, copy this, Control V, making sure a component that says exactly lined up with pack. Take that out. And obviously we're going to go for 100, Control Save, generate this. And if we get a pig, give myself pig spawn egg. You now have a custom durability of 100. And yeah, very simple, very easy to do. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. It's a very short video. But again, if you guys need any help, make sure to join Nexo's Discord server. We've got guys in there helping out with anything you guys need. I'll be around in there to give a hand too. But besides that, thank you guys for watching. Um, If you want a copy, make sure to check out the description. Also, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.